fertility series, How to Get Pregnant Fast. And in this video, I'm going to give you some tips to speed up or maximise your chances of conception. I'm going to give you the highlights in this video. If you'd like a little bit more detail, you can buy the book, How to Get Pregnant Fast, that accompanies this series. It's available on Amazon and the link is in the description. Okay, so the reality is that most couples who are regularly having sex will get pregnant within 2 years, regardless of age. However, there are a few things you can do to speed up this process, and I'm going to tell you 5 of them. Okay, the first one is about timing when you have sex. The best time to have sex is 1 to 2 days before you ovulate. If you have sex at this time, you double your chances of conceiving. You also massively reduce your risk of having a miscarriage if you conceive at this time. The second tip kind of ties in with this, and it's about being able to pinpoint when you ovulate. The best ways of doing this are to monitor your cervical mucus and to monitor the position of your cervix. These 2 things will give you the best way of accurately estimating when you're going to ovulate. There's more details about this in the book, but these are the things you want to be doing. There are also a number of monitors and apps that can help you to pinpoint ovulation, and I've put a link to a really good review of these again in the description. The third tip is about the sexual position that you use. Now, there's no kind of hard and fast evidence to support this, but there are a few theories that are advocated by some of the experts. So the best positions for having sex in are doggy style, missionary and side by side. And it's thought that these positions allow for the deepest penetration and contact with the cervix and reduce the chance of leakage. It's also quite a good idea for your partner to keep his penis inside of you after his orgasm, because this again kind of creates a natural barrier. It reduces the chances of leakage and it concentrates the semen at the cervix. The fourth tip is about after sex, what you do. Now, you might have heard that after you've had sex, you need to lie with your hips elevated. Actually, there's no evidence to support that, because in fact your pelvis doesn't move in this position. All you need to do is lie down for about 10 to 15 minutes after sex, and gravity will ensure that the sperm gets where it needs to get. Okay, so my final tip is about safeguarding sperm. Now, outside of your ovulation window, it's a good idea to be having sex about every 5 days so that your partner's sperm is being flushed out. So at the point where you want to try and conceive, you've got the healthiest sperm possible. Then 5 days before you ovulate, which is called your fertile window, you want to be having sex every day or every other day to maximise your chances of conceiving. The other thing to bear in mind is that saliva and most lubricants are actually quite damaging to sperm. So in your fertile window, when you're trying to conceive, you want to avoid having oral sex and you want to avoid using any lubricants that are damaging to sperm. Particularly sperm-friendly lubricant is something called pre-seed, which is readily available. Okay, so those are the 5 tips. Good luck with your fertility journey. If this was helpful, please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon.